3 strategies to quickly create a startup community in your city. That's what this video is about. If you're starting off or you've been in your city for a while and you feel like you don't know anybody like you, then this video is for you. It's something I'm ridiculously passionate about and something I discovered a few years ago when I moved back from living in San Francisco to a small town in Canada where I grew up to raise my kids. I realized I knew more entrepreneurs in every other city in the world than I did in the city I was living in. You know, and after a year finally figuring out the routine and schedule with my kids, I thought to myself, I got to get to know more people. So I went on a mission. You know, first it started off with a Facebook post. I posted on Facebook, who do you know? Who are some of the entrepreneurs that are growth-minded that you admire in this city? And I was really surprised that there wasn't a lot of responses. There was maybe a half dozen names mentioned, but I figured there's got to be hundreds. I mean, I live in a town of 100,000 people. They got to live here. And I started picking up the phone and calling people, and I quickly realized that nobody had the list. So I wanted to create the list. You know, the list of the people, to me, growth-minded meant that you had aspirations to double your business within the next 3 years. So I started building this spreadsheet, and over a 3-week period, I cold called 179 entrepreneurs. I wanted to get to know them. I got their names. I sent these, cold emails that pretty much said, hey, I'm Dan Martell. Here's my cell number. I got a quick question. I'm free now if you have 5 minutes. And people would actually respond. It was ridiculous. And I sent this to some of the most notable entrepreneurs in the city. And what I was trying to accomplish is just try to understand their story. What were they passionate about? Why did they start that business? You know, it was really important for me to kind of find people that I shared values with so that I could then invite them to something. And what I did is I created an event, and I would suggest, this is the first thing I'm going to suggest that you do. It's you can create a dinner or an event, but you can also create both, at the same thing. So what I did is I created an event. I called it the East Coast Kitchen Party, and it was 48 people that I felt needed to know each other. Out of those 179 conversations, I whittled it down to 48 people, and I created these tables of 8, and it was a dinner, and I promised them 3 things. 1, amazing food. 2, incredible people that you're going to meet that you don't know. And 3, a speaker that's going to be amazing. So regardless if the food was bad, I guarantee the speaker is going to be amazing. But I knew all 3 were going to be great. And I did charge them like $80 just to cover my costs because I wanted to get them committed. And I brought those people together, and I'll tell you what happened as a result was incredible. We had an amazing speaker, a woman named Shah Wasman. If you don't know her, check out shah.com, SHAA.com. She came in and she delivered a message about how we really need to start looking at the community and giving back, and people that have had success need to take an active role in mentoring and sharing with others. And she challenged everybody at that dinner per table before the night was done to agree on a date and a location, a restaurant, to meet again in the future over the next 4 weeks. And everybody committed to doing that. And I can't tell you the impact that it had in our community and personally on my life, where now I feel I have a peer group of people that I'd never met before that are now good friends, people that I recently took vacations with, people that I call when I'm having a struggle and I want to kind of bounce some ideas off of. And I feel like I've really found this new sense of community in the city that I grew up in. And I want to share with you guys those 3 strategies in this video. The number 1 is obviously create an event. Figure out either a dinner. It could be 8 people. It could be as elaborate as I did with 48 people. It could be maybe just a meetup, a technology meetup with other tech entrepreneurs. Whatever it is, just create some opportunity, some reason to reach out to people and bring them together. The second is reach out to notable people. People in your community that own the car dealership, own the malls, like people that you read about in the newspaper, like older people. I call them the elders, folks that you may not necessarily have a chance to come across throughout your day, because I feel like those are the people that have experience, that have been building companies, maybe 2nd, 3rd generational type companies that really have a passion for upstarts, people that are just getting going, and bring those people together. So notable people are really important. They're part of to me, the ingredients that need to go into creating this event to make it spectacular. And the third thing I think that is most important is to play matchmaker. One of the things that I love to do when I organize dinners, I did a video recently on creating founders dinners, is I love to introduce people that I know should know each other but haven't met yet. So what I did when I created this dinner is I asked them, I was like, hey, do you know this notable person, that notable person? Usually the answer came back, well, I know of them, but I've never met them. So what I did is I put them together at a table. I really tried, and this was tough because, again, I come from a small town and there's only a handful of growth-oriented entrepreneurs. I really tried to make sure that people at the table, at least 50% of those people out of 8, so 4, they didn't know. It would be the first time they met those people. And I even assigned a moderator, and there's a bit more structure, but I really don't think it matters as much as creating the event, reaching out to notable people, and playing matchmaker during the dinner. And it could be as simple, again, as a dinner or as elaborate as an event like I did. Doing that for you as an entrepreneur in your community will really help you create that sense of community, especially when you don't feel like you know people or you're having a challenge. It gives you a reason to kind of bring people together and create a lot of value for everybody. I don't think there's one person that would have said that that wasn't one of the most spectacular nights of the month, if not their year. I know it was one of the number one things I did that year that really helped me feel a new connection for my city and my community, and an opportunity to give back to a lot of people that gave back to me. A lot of these notable entrepreneurs, even though they weren't official mentors of mine, what they created in this part of the world that I'm from really inspired me to go out and live a bigger life. And that's what I want to challenge with you guys, is to live a bigger life and a bigger business. I want to thank you guys for watching this video. Leave me a comment below. If you plan on organizing something like this to create a startup community, let me know what it's going to look like. If you've done this, tell the story in the comments below. I read every one of them and I respond. I would love to hear from you. And I'm excited that you're here watching these videos. I'm really grateful, and I'll see you next Monday.